Okay, so Kim on my screen has a letting go question. Have you ever tried to let go of something and you got sticky fingers? You can't quite let go of that person or of that whatever it is. Ah, big problem in life. Letting go question. All right, it says toxic relationship with a boyfriend, recycling thoughts and ruminating. How do I move forward? Okay, so what I'm reading between the lines here and thinking probably is true. Have toxic relationship with boyfriend, meaning that there's a lot of good there, or something that keeps you connected, or something that keeps you kind of, in it. But the while the while the milk looks pretty good to pour on your cereal, you pour it out and it's got curdles in it too. So this great guy who looks so good has some sour curdles. And see, that's the problem in a relationship like this. There's always good. There's always something you're getting out of it that you like. Nobody's saying there isn't. They're just saying that milk is sour. So if you're going to drink it, you're going to get an upset stomach. That's a toxic relationship. Okay, so here's what happens. You start to get the toxic relationship and you experience it every time I'm with you. And finally you go, I can't take it anymore. And then you break up. Problem solved. Not exactly. Because what happens is if you haven't really let go of, and here's my tip for you, Kim, the whole person. Okay? The whole person. If you haven't let go of the whole person, then what I mean by that is the the great looking milk on your cereal, but also the curdles of sour grossness that comes with the milk. That's the whole package. That's not hard for me to toss. But what we do is once you toss it, then you start to feel lonely, and then you start to remember and long for the curdles in the milk. No, those nights by the fire, and oh, when he held me, or when we talked, or I just used to love. And what happens is people in toxic relationships, when they're trying to leave, they don't grieve the whole person, they only grieve the good. They're missing the good. They're fantasizing and ruminating. Oh, we could make it work. Oh, he's got this quality. Oh, this is so great. Oh, I miss that. But they're not picturing the whole package, because if I get that, I also get the sour milk, and I get a stomach ache, and I get abused, and I throw up. You can't have him without the stomach ache. And what your mind will do is it will try to go into the grief cycle of missing the good without thinking about the bad. And so sometimes when you get into the whole picture, that keeps you from going there. That keeps you from going there. Training, training little Finley right now. We have a new Doberman. Some of you know that. We shared it when we got her. Finley just hit a big milestone. She hit 4 months. I think it's 4 months, whenever it was. Anyway, it's the right amount of time after her last round of shots. And now she can go out into the big world, and we're having a blast taking her out into the big world. But one of the things the little Finley wants to do is she's got a couple of spots in the yard where she really likes to dig, because there's something in there she really likes. And so I was working with her yesterday, and she she starts to go dig, but I've got a little correction that I do with her that she doesn't like. And so she started, and then she pulls back, and you could see her, she's negotiating this thing in her head. She wants to go dig there because it's going to taste so good. But if I do that, oh, I'm going to get my correction. And so you can see her, she's going back, but then you can see she remembers, um, if I go for what I want, it's also going to have a little pain in it. and she stops because she sees the whole picture. And then you see her working this out, and then she goes off and she goes and plays with something that makes her happy. So, Kim, that's what you got to do. You got to remember there's no longing for this guy without the pain. So, remember the pain, you'll get on down the road. Stop longing for what doesn't exist, which is this guy without the toxicity until he cleans up, and then maybe it's a different story.